Now, what's going on in Texas is an extreme example when we talk about being very careful with open burning when it's very dry and very windy. You can see the results. Those fires can get out of control in a hurry. Now, the fires in Texas, we have to go back to last year. That's what set all of this up. It was actually very wet last year during the growing season, so there was a lot of plant growth. So extra fuel grew over the course of the year. Then we got into this winter, and all that fuel dried out. So because you got all that extra fuel, more things to burn. When you have the perfect setup of extremely strong wind gusts and extremely dry air, all it takes is a little spark or a cigarette butt or something like that to get a fire going, and then it gets out of control in these conditions in a hurry. And when you got all that extra fuel, that's why that fire is just so massive ongoing in Texas right now. Smoke from that, by the way, seen overhead in Minneapolis today. Kind of reminds us of what we saw last summer with the wildfires from Canada producing some smoke over us. Now, thankfully, we won't see any of that smoke. We will see lots of warm air, though, moving up from the south, and that's going to keep our temperatures climbing every day over the rest of this week, which means we're still on pace for the warmest February and warmest winter on record. We just have to wrap up today to see the official results. And overall, February's 7th driest, 10th least snowy with only an inch of snow, and we are getting abnormally dry. So this could carry over into the spring. I mean, yes, we didn't see any snow, but that may have some side effects, could get us a little closer to drought if we continued on that dry stretch throughout the spring season. Rest of this evening, pretty quiet. Looking at clear weather, temperatures a little above freezing, and we'll stay right about near there overnight as we head into those first early hours of March. We'll have a clear sky overhead, then partly cloudy weather tomorrow. Temperatures up into the 50s. Usually we're only around 40 degrees for a high for the first day of March. So even though the calendar changes, the heat carries over into the new month. You can see that tomorrow in the 50s, 60s by Saturday, 70s by Sunday, and that's when we are right near that record for the date at least. So that record-setting weather could be just around the corner. We also may see some rain showers around the corner too as we start to cool back off again early next week. Still may hit 70 on Monday, and then we have to keep an eye out for some scattered showers and storms. Temperatures drop back to the 50s into the bulk of next week. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, the warm start to March just keeps rolling. Looks like we'll stay in the 50s all throughout next week. And again, keep in mind, we're normally in the low 40s. So even though the calendar changes, this heat's not going anywhere.